Okay. We are live, I think. I think. Hello. I think I'm here. Hold please. Gotta close the door. Okay. Stop. I don't need to see you. I need to see this. Okay. Hi. I'm here. I'm present. Hello. Hi. Am I on the right scene? Can you hear me? Can you hear my very loud computer by chance? Because it's loud. It's struggling today. Um I am struggling today, actually. It's a day. It's been a crazy, crazy day. So it's fun. Had to come and hang out with you guys today because I have been locked here doing filming a deep dive for 7 hours. That's ultimately going to become a 2 or 3-parter. And I've just kind of been by myself. And so I just needed to have other peoples, really. So thanks for being here. You're the peoples. Let me check the things. Hello Molly. Hello Dee. Hello Kelsey. Violet. Karen. Hi. Hi Lori. Hi Shawnee. Tara. Christiane. Madhouse Mama's in the house. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys can hear me. I was actually going to do the deep dive that I did today as a live. And I got out here and decided to test everything because we're working with a new camera, new setup. Actually, second camera right here to film top down. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? Why not just try it live? And so I did a private version of that, and the stream borked immediately. Like immediately. Within 2 minutes, it was dropping frames. All you could hear was me talking, but the frames were just frozen and awful, and my computer said, no, stop. So I guess whatever settings I did were bad. And so I had to redo them. It's been fun. How's it going, Megan? Yeah, so that was my morning, and it was all weird. And then, like, yesterday was also weird because we had some pet things that we were dealing with, and that was sad. So you guys are a distraction for me for that as well, which is cool. But yeah, we're in the soap shop. What do you think? Set up okay? Is it good? Do you like it? Hope you like it, because we're not moving it. Dee has been doing compliance pages. Oh no. That sounds not fun at all. At all. But yeah, this setup, I should probably actually just take a picture of this and like show it to you guys. It's super crazy because it has this giant, well, it's a closet rod and big closet holder things. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things, arms coming off. Hold on. Like versions of this in various different types to hold up lights and cameras and actions and mics. So it's pretty wild. And so if the setup sucks, it doesn't matter. We're not changing it. Karen says everything looks great. Can't wait to set up your garage. Oh yeah, it's always fun. Like figuring out the process because it's like this big game of Tetris or Jenga or whatever, and you start obsessing. and you measure things 14 times and find the perfect shelf to go here, or the super wild. It's one of my favorite parts of designing, new soap spaces or any of the rooms in the houses or any of the things is that, because you get to be super precise, and I love super precise. So that's good. Oh, Tara, thanks. Yeah, this camera is wild. This new camera. I mean, on one hand, I'm I'm bummed obviously that I lost my camera to the bathtub when we did the bath bomb tests, but on the other hand, I got to get a new camera and it's cool. There are a lot of features there. It's the colors are just so good. I feel like just out of the box, it performed better than the last one by a lot. And so that's awesome. And oh yeah, no, Molly, my sweatshirt. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah. A, this is a very lightweight sweatshirt. Two, I live in the Pacific Northwest, and while we are having a very, very sunny day today, it's not that hot. It's, I don't know, what does it say? It's 70 degrees today and very cool in here. So sweatshirt's good, but we should talk about sweatshirt. The actual, this is cool. This is my tiny merch. I mean, the sweatshirt is a small. I made the same joke in the beginning of the deep dive that I started today because I was wearing this. But it's from Tiny, from Twitch. Tiny Valkyr. I love her. She calls us all tiny treasures. Anyway, she just started merch, and so I bought her hoodie, and I might live in it now because I love it so much. But yeah, no, it's a nice lightweight sweatshirt for sure. Oh, the makeup. I'm surprised that the makeup has even lasted as long as it did today, because I put it on at like 4:30 this morning. And I twitch a lot, touch myself a lot, so I'm shocked that it's still here. But thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, my soap is always such a cool focal point. That was one of the reasons why we wanted to start doing this in the shop, because this is what you're going to see very, very soon. As soon as Dino finishes my OBS scenes, so it all is separated in a way that, makes sense and doesn't look weird, we are going to start doing live streams. So it's going to be me standing up just like this, making my soap all day long, whatever I'm making. So that's why we have the top down camera too. So it'll be a dual camera angle, and it'll be me here like this, but also what I'm doing here. And so just whatever I'm doing in the day, just streaming it and making the soaps and having all the chit chats with you guys. And yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to doing that a lot. It's 96 degrees, Karen. Oh no. Weirdly, we got a heat advisory warning, for where I live yesterday, and I walked outside and was like, LOL, it's like 70. That we don't do heat well up here. So it's crazy. Oh, a lot of humidity in New Mexico. That is not fun at all, Madhouse Mama. Get another dehumidifier. Not a humidifier. The D. The D one. Yeah. How's it going, Osiris? Oh, it's not Osiris. It's Osebus. I pronounced it wrong. I'm just gonna call you O. That works for me. Oh, thanks, Christiane. I appreciate it. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? How was our week? What are we doing? How was our day? How's our life? Tell me all the things. Do we have celebrations? Do we have things? I'm mostly just here to chit chat with you guys. I mean, I'm not. I have some things to do, but I'm mostly here to chit chat with you guys. I'm really excited for the things. I have some things to unbox. I'm very, very pumped about this, but I just used that as an excuse to do a live, because I could have just filmed that, and just put out a proper video. I wanted to be here with you guys. because it's been a weird week for me. Yeah, Madhouse Mama, I've put the link in the Discord a couple times. For the dehumidifier that I get, it's like $50 and it's super effective. It really is. And I have a couple of them. I think I have 3 at this point, just placed in different places in the shop where, you know, my products are, and they're great. None problems with humidity levels in here anymore, which is nice. Always good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'll have to look it up in the Discord because you did it. Actually, you did it. You did it in introductions, didn't you? Let me see. Let me see. Don't lay it on the thing. My God, there's a lot of stuff in here. All right, I have to scroll too far back. I'll find it. I'll find it later. It's just feels weird scrolling on my phone while I'm here with you guys. Yeah, get yourself another dehumidifier, Karen, for sure. Soap Chef, there. Hi, welcome, Soap Chef. Hello. I love seeing all the green things in chat. Wait, is Kaylee here? Are any of my mods here? I don't have any mods. I just wanted to see because my mods are also members, I think, and I wanted to see if theirs was still blue with the wrench or green with the wrench. But yeah, it's cool seeing all the green in here. It's fun, and that's amazing. All the members. How's it going, AJ? Welcome to the party. AJ. Oh my God. Speaking of AJ, gonna speak of AJ in a second. Welcome, Soap Chef. My brain is scattered. There wasn't supposed to be a live today. It was just impromptu. I was in the mood to come and chat with you guys. And as I was filming a live or a deep dive earlier, Mr. Soap and Clay walked in with a big box of something that I've been expecting. Well, I've been expecting it for a day. So not that long, but it's here. So I want to open it up and show it to you guys because I want to get first reactions to this because these are brand new kits and I'm very excited. Speaking back to AJ. AJ was involved in quite a dramatic comments thread from a very old video of a few days ago. And it was something else. And AJ and I had to bond in DMs over that because it was just a lot. And actually, quite frankly, I'm surprised that I let that gal continue going as long as she did, or stay on the channel as long as she did, because it essentially revived a 6-month-old comment. It was weird. It was super weird. But yeah, that's AJ. Hi. And my goodness, where did everybody go? Pony shampoo bars. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know where to begin for pony shampoo bars. My gosh. But you got 2 new ponies. Heat and Max. That's adorable. I love that. OCDs. OCDs? Is that right? Oh? They're probably just going to call you O, but OCDs. Yes. Thank you for looking that up, actually. Thanks, Madhouse Mama. See, this is why it's so nice to just have the Discord and all the people in there and all the friend faces and all of the conversations. But sometimes when you have to go back and find something, it can take a minute because y'all are chatty. OCDs. Hey, that's how I'll remember it. I'm a little bit OCD, so that works. Yeah, the green is fun, for sure. Ordering your daughter's birthday presents, that's fun. What are you getting? Can you tell us? Let's spoil the surprise. Yeah, AJ, I was surprised too. That lady had a lot to say. It was fun. I think we've decided that we're calling people like that Ambers these days because we actually have a lot of Karens in like this community, but also for like, I mean, the actual name Karen, not, you know, you get it. But there's that. But also, I think that name gets a new name for that type of person kind of should get recycled or just cycled through every 10 years or so. And so I think Karens of the world have suffered long enough, and now we're going to Amber because it's fitting. So she was an Amber. Oh, you need to do shampoo and conditioner bars in the heat? Fun. Yeah, definitely get another dehumidifier. Megan, you're starting your soaping endeavors next week. You need oils. Yeah, you should order those. Soaper's Choice ships and delivers really quickly. So you could order them today and they'll probably be there by, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday, based on where you're from. For sure. Yeah, the green is from the member button. Yeah, so if you're a member, you have the green text, and it's cool. And we are making new emotes and stuff for the channel, for the YouTubes that members will be able to use. And also there'll be cool sound alerts and there's all kinds of fun things. Those are dino things. So there'll be sound alerts for super chats and subscriptions and members and super stickers and other fun things that we'll put sound alerts on, little songs and stuff. But that's a dino thing, and she is currently on day 2 of a 6-day stream doing a charity fundraiser. So she's busy. When she's done with that, she'll finish mine, and that'll be good. Do I have a pet-friendly shop? I mean, when I am, who just became a member. There you go, Madhouse Mama. Now you have green. Thanks for becoming a member. That's amazing. Thank you. What was the question about a pet-friendly shop? Christiane, so in my retail space, dogs are welcome in. That was always the thing. Where my retail shops have always been, they are in very artsy, cool, like hipster communities, and it would be strange to not let pets in. And so I do. As far as like the making area where we make and do all the things, no animals come into those areas just because they like to get into things and they're underfoot and hair and I don't. But the retail, yeah, for sure. They were always allowed in. For sure. You're in Oklahoma. Yeah, then that'll be fast, Megan, for shipping for Soaper's Choice. That'll be super fast. I like what you're doing with your taking a break, Soap Chef. I think that's a good idea. Focusing your efforts and your headspace on something else with the 3D bath bomb molds and everything. I think that's a good idea for now. I think you're experiencing some burnout. And the cool thing is you got to, like, while you were still doing this thing that was burning you out, you found this other thing with the 3D molds that was fulfilling to you, and you liked it and enjoyed it, and it's also doing well. And so because that's one of the shitty parts about like when people say, well, just don't do it anymore. I have to do it because I have to keep my business afloat and all the things. But you have a nice way to sort of take a step back from that now because you built a second thing. And so good. And you can always go back to the shows when you want to, and when you have the headspace for it. So that's cool that you get tomorrow off. I have, soap and stuff to make tomorrow, but the bulk of my day is going to be yard work. Because it's a big yard and it needs a lot of work. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Oh God, AJ has a market tomorrow in Texas. What do you make again, AJ? You do soaps and lotions? Because I know we talked about shampoo and conditioner, right? Yeah, it's going to be hot. Somebody in the Discord had a really good idea. I forget who it was at this point. They had hooked up a cooler or a fan on top of like a Home Depot bucket full of ice or something, and it kept their products cool for part of the day for the vendor event. And then they moved it to the front of their, booth and used it as a kid cool-off station for the event. And it's a draw. It gets a lot of people into your booth because they're appreciative of, being able to cool off in front of your your fan, and that's awesome. And then they buy things. One of the coolest and best things that you can do for any event is have that cool draw, and don't just kind of sit there and wait for people to come in. Be doing something, be labeling something, make bath bombs on site. That was always that. Whenever, I don't do events very often at all anymore, but when I do, I've been doing that for probably 5 years in events. I make bath bombs on site for the entire event, or whatever soapprentice is working the event, they're making them, whatever. And it's such a draw. People come in because they're interested. They see you working. They want to know what you're doing. And so it's fun. Same thing with the fan. It's an interaction thing that's a little bit different. I mean, even if you just put like a poll, I know we're not turning this into vendor event ideas, but sorry. My brain is in patent research mode, and it's now just not having to be. And so I'm just word vomiting everything right now. But yeah, no, even if you just put like a pole, like a balloon arch thing, but just the one pole, and put a bunch of balloons around it and just fill them with little pieces of paper that say free bath bomb or 10% off or, whatever, or just nice little things that say you are loved. That's also a cool draw for events because people come and they pop a balloon and they get whatever's inside. That's fun too. I like that one too. But yeah, let me catch up on chat because all I'm doing is just overly chatting. Yeah, Soap Chef, when people say things like that, it's bad. It's just bad. Just don't do it. Okay. Sure. Your Tuesday farmers market content somewhat slow, times of 5 hours. About, yeah, no, exactly. That's a good idea. Make some bath bombs on site. You're banging out your inventory, and again, it's the interest thing. But yeah, AJ, good luck with your booth event in Texas. So that's good. It's hot. Good luck. And everybody else that's doing events this week, stay cool. All of the jazz, for sure. Hope you guys have some indoor events, because, air conditioning is fun. Although I have done a ton of events in spaces that were not air conditioned in the middle of summer, and it's like, what? You're gonna pack 1,000 people in here and there's no air, and we're all just sweaty. But that's one of the cool things about doing soap, because everybody else smells bad, but your booth smells amazing. So that's also a draw. Works out. Pride stickers on your table, that's a great idea. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I don't know that your soaps were lye heavy. I don't know. They look really soft. They look like you cut them really early, and maybe a little bit of extra, moisture in them. Just, yeah, give them another test and check it out and, do your thing. They didn't look lye heavy, but again, how much can you tell from a picture? So I'm glad that you're liking them on your skin though. That's awesome. Death Diablo is taking soy candles to a baby shower in Vegas. Cool. Did you make candles? You made the candles? That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't do candles. Like at all. Ever. And I mean, I do like lotion candles, but that's a completely different beast. And that is one of the things that I just got from Cierra Candles. And so I'm excited because she contacted me and asked if I wanted to do some tests for these new kits that she has. And she's, I was like, sure, yeah, awesome. But she really wanted people who kind of don't do, they're like novices with the kits. I should probably just bring it over. Yeah, so you guys can see it. Yeah, oh, that's what it's still a very fresh bar. Give it some more time, for sure. And then test that pH. Soap Chef, we put him down yesterday. So it was a bad time. The night before, we thought he wasn't going to make it through the night, and Mr. Soap and Clay just sat up with him all night long and kind of dozed off there. And when he woke up, he was still present and active, present but not active. not moving. He kind of stopped eating at the beginning of the week. He dropped so many pounds in a few days. Yeah. So that was hard. So we did that, and we're doing the cremation and everything. We'll do a little service, and so. But thank you for asking. It's rough. I mean, that dog was a rescue. Pigeon was a rescue that we got when Scout was 1, and and he was already 5 at that point, and Scout is almost 8, so he's like 13 years old, and he's an old English bulldog. That's well past their lifespan anyway, so he had a good long life, and we had a lot of great years with him, and that's what we do. That's the only thing you can say at times like that. You know what I mean? Lots of great years, but it's hard for sure. Okay, 2 big tables for next month. Oh, good. Yep, that's welcome to the world of setup and tear down. It's a fast, wild, crazy, crazy process. Cute, Death Diablo. You made boxes with your cry cut. I feel like I saw somebody. I don't know. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Jerica on the YouTubes doing a making custom boxes with cry cut. Such a cool idea. I love that. For sure. It takes a lot of time. Did it take a lot of time to fold all the boxes and do the things? I feel like it would take a long time. Although, when I start live streaming my entire days, there are bound to be days that are going to be slow, probably. Like I won't need to make things, maybe. Maybe on those days we'll fold boxes together or band soaps, bath bombs. Who knows? We do still need to have a live stream for creating a stock list, actually. Was just reminded of that. We might do that later this weekend. Just do another live, and it'll just be me with a screen cap that you can see of creating a stock list, and we can all maybe do it together, because it sounds like, based on the Discord, there are a lot of people, a lot of soapers in there that are putting off the least fun part of the soap making thing, the back end work. And stock lists are definitely one of them. And they can take time, and they're not a lot of fun, but you only basically have to do it the one time and then make changes to it every once in a while as you need. So that's cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yep. Pigeon was a good dog. He was a good dog. So yeah, we did the thing. It was yeah. But, it's been years, because we lost Pig a few months before we adopted Pigeon. And so, yeah, it's been 7-8 years since we've had to deal with this. So it's been good. It's been good long time of not dealing with that. Yeah, that's a few episodes of the Umbrella Academy. Well, that's what you have to do when you're doing the tedious stuff. You put on a podcast, you put on a show that you like, and you just, because you're going to watch the show anyway. So why not have your hands busy while you're doing it? That makes sense. Yeah, it's date night. Bye, Molly. Have fun. We're doing a date night tomorrow night, actually, because I guess the kidlets are going to spend the night at Mr. Webman's house and hang out with their cousins. So I'm very excited about that. We're gonna go do a hibachi grill, like a Benihana type place, because Mr. Soap and Clay has never been to one. So we're gonna go do that thing. Enjoy your date night, Molly. Thanks for stopping in. Mineral 70 or Mineral 90? I don't use either one. Somebody else is gonna have to. Yep, I don't use either one of those things. Oh. Yeah, that's a big age that's an old age for a husky for sure. Okay, sir. Calm down. I need to start turning off all of my school alerts because summer has officially begun, and I don't need to be reminded that it's time to go pick up the kiddos anymore. So that's exciting. Madhouse Mama, yeah. Mr. Pig was a French Mastiff, amazing dog, and that was Jake's dog. Like Jake adopted him when Mr. Pig was 2, and the reason he named him Mr. Pig was because he looked like Pumbaa from The Lion King. And then Pigeon was named by the girls because he walks pigeon-toed. And then we have Penelope, who is the older of the Danes, and Mazikeen, who is the younger. And it's a lot. Well, and then we have the cats. We have a lot of pets. It's a lot. Oh, Kelsey, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's terrible. It's such a sad thing. And that's kind of where we were too. It's like, well, do we do we just let this happen naturally, or do we take him in? And ultimately we decided, he can't talk, and his life was not going well at all. He wasn't moving. He pooed himself that night. Like we couldn't, we had to take him in. And so it was the best thing for him and for all of us too. So it was the thing. Oh, you're going to the Pokeball place. I love that. That sounds like fun. You're working on art history. That's cool. Art history is fun. Mr. Webman and Mrs. Webman could tell you all about it. They have lots of degrees, but some of them are in art and graphic design and stuff. Had to take those classes. I remember having to take a music history class, a music theory class in college, and it was hard. It was a really hard class. I was surprised. Oh, goat buying. All right, everybody. AJ's in Texas and has goats. Do you think? I can't have a goat. Although it would be great for all the yard work, right? That would help. Yeah, Dee, I do have room for a goat. I just don't want one. Actually, I don't think we can have any either. I am on the board for the HOA, for the community, and it became this really big deal between um, two neighbors, in another part of the community. One of them had goats for, you know, blackberry brush cleaning to eat, to do the yard work. And the one next door hated it because they smelled really bad. And then the one that had the goats just never stopped having the goats. And we can't have goats. It's against our rules. Can't have livestock. I don't know. It became a very dramatic thing. So I just can't. Couldn't do it. Oh no, maybe it's just in the air, Tara. That sucks. Super sucks. It's hard. It's hard when they get sick, especially because they can't talk to you, They can't like talk to you and tell you what's wrong. And so take them to the vet and things happen and it's weird, and I know you can hear all that crackling and I'm sorry. I'm just getting something for my mouth because it's dry. But we've been going for a little bit, and you know, sometimes people that see the title for the live get real irritated when all I do is sit and talk to you guys. So let's put, the title of the video right here at 35 minutes in. Let's actually do that thing so they don't get weird in my comment section again. So hold please. Okay, I'm back fast. This is actually not what I'm going to be unboxing. It's not the point. But also this came in, and it's, just a little Mad Mica's order. Aren't they the cutest? I love it when they put the little, it's so nice. And the Mad Mica stuff that I got actually is for focus. 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 Nar. Oh no, this is going to go terribly. Great. Anyway, it's the Color Shock palette, or sample pack or whatever. And glow in the dark things, and why do I have big ones? Oh, I also ordered their new collection. They have three new colors. One of them was out of stock, but they have three new colors that they called Uncharted. Yeah. And so they've got the Mango Lassie, which is, oh my God, you're supposed to autofocus onto products. I love this for nobody. Anyway, it's a really cool gold. They don't quite have anything like this in their line. I would say it's a combination between Lala and back. Yeah, it's like a combination between Lala and King Tut, I think. So it's a nice color. And it actually is gold. This is picking up colors weird. And then also the Chartreuse, which they don't have anything even close to this. Nice yellowy green. They don't have anything close to this in their existing line, so that's cool. But I picked up the stuff too. Bye, AJ. I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. I picked up the stuff, the neons. They're neons and they're glow in the dark because people still had a lot of questions after the very fast colorants, FAQ that I did. And so we're going to go more in depth with the neons and all the jazz, but I'm actually going to make some soaps out of neons while I do it. And I didn't have any of those colors in stock because those are not the types of things that I do. So, yeah, that's kind of why I got those. And let me see here. Oh, good. Everything is still going well. My God. It was such a disaster this morning. I can't even put into words how bad it was. Anyway, the cool new kits from Cierra Candles. Very excited for this. And I'm not going to show you the feed for the top down, but I'm also filming this top down so I can just clip that out and make a video for that, for my impressions with the kits. Because it's a kit. It's cool. It's primarily, kits are going to be used by people who have probably been watching things like candle pouring or soap making or whatever, but haven't quite, and doing some research, but aren't quite comfortable yet pulling the trigger and doing it themselves. That's where kits come into play. Great idea. Love it. But one of the things that you're going to be, many of the things that you're going to be looking for a kit is going to be, ease of using the packaging, the instructions making sense, probably more things. We'll talk about it as I get it. But anyway, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get the kit. Gonna do thing. All right. Oh, I hit the mic. It's a big box. Not quite tall enough for this box. And also, when we start doing all of these lives for like the whole day time or whatever, and I'm just randomly going off camera to do or look at things, yeah, get used to that. That's going to happen. So, first up in this box is a lot of packing peanuts, which I think are the biodegradable ones, so I'm not mad at it. But I hate packing peanuts. And yeah, Kelsey, that's another thing that kits need to for sure do. They need to contain everything you need, for sure. And, well, I mean, within reason, right? I don't expect them to send, like, I don't know, water or I guess probably gloves would be a nice touch. Yeah. or like towels and stuff for cleanup. But is this going to be for the candle making or for the lye? Both? It's interesting. Is it both? I don't know, guys. I don't make candles. We're going to find out. But that's a nice picture. That's a really nice picture. It's big. I need to check that. If it can be used for lye after I do this thing, I'm going to do that because that can hold a lot of lye solution. Oh no, Madhouse Mama. They're gonna think that I'm just their kooky aunt. They're gonna hear, your family's gonna hear my voice so much. But yeah, that's kind of the cool thing about the lives, because you can just pop in and out and, you know, have me on as you're doing your day or whatever. And it's kind of like, I don't know, we're working together, you know, because you guys are all busy and doing stuff too. But you can put me on and come interact with the chat when you want to, or you can, or whatever. And it's fun. Again, it's like we're working together. I don't like peanuts. I'm going to... Need an empty box. The worst. Whatever. Let's use the thing. Hate this. Oh, they're getting on the floor. Stop. Okay. I think it might be close enough to get something out. Okay. So this one is the cold process soap making kit. Cool. And it says on it, no experience. Can I get closer to the mic, please? Cold process soap making kit, no experience required. Great for beginners. Includes 8 ounces of coconut oil, 8 ounces of palm oil, 8 ounces of rice bran oil, 4 ounces of castor oil, 8 ounces of sodium hydroxide, 2 1-ounce bottles of fragrance oil, 1 1-pound silicone loaf mold, safety glasses, hairnet, face mask, gloves, and step-by-step instructions. Makes 4 bars of finished soap. So much of that is stuff that I would not expect to see in a kit. You know? That's really cool. That's to pour my melted wax into my container, Soap Chef. Well, that's cool that it's for the melted wax, but what's it made out of? Can I use it for my lye too? Because that's a really big carafe. I like it. Yeah, packing peanuts are crazy. Oh, yeah, I bet they do stick to your hair. That's not fun. That's not fun. I gotta get this out of the way. I gotta get it out of the way. These packing peanuts are freaking me out. We're gonna move the box. Okay. I think my light's too... Oh, I have sunlight shining through too. This sucks. Anyway, this is the candle kit. And again, we have top downs to show everything too, so that will be good. Now this says deluxe candle making kit. No experience required. You know what? We're just gonna... Let's do the soap one first, okay? Because I'm gonna have a lot of questions about the candle kit. Let's start with one that I like know things about. Oh, they think it's dog candy? That's funny. Oh, it's aluminum. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Yeah, tomorrow's a nice day. I can finally film that pouring soap in aluminum video. I've been waiting for a day that's not raining. So I can do that tomorrow because I have to do it outside. I'm doing it outside. I have no idea what's going to happen. All right. So opening the box and you get, ta-da! Very cool. And you have a mailer in there for all of the socials and everything. And then you have a one-page direction for making cold process soap. Okay. Oh, by the way, as I said before, Cierra Candles wanted this to be, you know, somebody who's a first timer, a novice at these things, to test these. She was running into problems finding someone who's never made cold process before that would also be willing to film it, because she wants it to be filmed and everything to, you know, all the jazz. And so the candles, no problem. I can be the novice for the candle making, no problem. But for the soap making, I'm going to have Mr. Soap and Clay do this kit, and we're going to film it and do the thing. He doesn't know that yet. It's going to be wild. He's going to really regret bringing that box out to me, because now he gets to make soap. Oh, yeah, Kelsey, exactly. Make soap flan. That was the weirdest video. It was so wild. Hi, Kaylee. How are you? Miss you, love you. Oh, yeah, now our question has been answered. A mod has entered the chat, and she has her blue and her wrench and also her batch. So it's awesome. But the instructions for making soap, a one-page thing. Nothing on the back. And the first section is materials, listing out all the materials. Second section is the equipment. Equipment, microwave. They didn't include a microwave. A large glass measuring bowl. A heat-safe pitcher. None of these things are in there. A heat-safe pitcher to mix lye. A stick blender, spatulas or mixing spoons, safety equipment, goggles, mask, glove, small plastic glass cup or beaker, digital scale, infrared thermometer, measuring spoons, knife or soap cutter. All right. First blush, I would probably separate this a little bit, because some of this actually is in there, because the goggles, masks, and gloves. That's what it said on the outside. We know that's there, right? So I would probably separate out the equipment that's included from another column that says equipment that you need with that. But as far as not sending out things like, you know, a scale and spatulas and stuff, I'm not mad at that. That's completely fine. It would be impossible for shipping, and that would be a very expensive kit, and then people might get mad because the kit's too expensive when you can just go to the dollar store and get yourself a, you know, a spatula for this. All right. And the procedure says for a 1 pound loaf mold, make sure to take all safety precautions. This means wear long sleeves, closed-toed shoes, and on your protective gear. Working with lye, which is very caustic. Good. Okay. And then it goes over the lye solution and off some lye into the water, well-ventilated area. Yes, yes, yes. Never the opposite. Melt your hard oils in the microwave or hot water bath. Do not overheat. Mr. Soap and Clay is going to have such a fun time with this, because the first question he's probably going to ask is, what is overheat? How do you know when it's overheated? Anyway, so fragrance oil, measure all your ingredients, line oil, cool, you know, do thing, mix, 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 fine, fine, fine. Remove 24 hours longer, remove from mold and slice in a bar. Let soap cure for 4 to 6 weeks. All right. I think the basics of, you know, soap making is reasonably covered on that. So that's not terrible. I like it. Oh. Oh God, Kelsey, I know, seriously. But that's actually a good point. For us, logical, rational people of the world who realize mixing soap in a glass bowl is completely fine. Uh, it will really just give us another opportunity to giggle when Mr. Soap and Clay does this, because I bet he's also going to probably pick up on what you picked up on, Kelsey, for sure. Uh, Hey, you know what, Kaylee? You got to do the work thing. I went live at a stupid time for like almost everybody, so I'm glad that you guys are here with me, even if just say hi. I usually do this at different times. Okay, so after you get rid of it's a necessary thing. You have to put something in there to keep everything contained and whatnot, and I get it for sure. It's the same reason for the packing peanuts. I just don't. It's everywhere. Anyway, so here's what we have going on inside. It looks so far like everything is individually bagged into the kind of what they are, right? So you have your fragrance oils here, you have your soaping oils here. Yes. Didn't it just say there were 3 oils? There's 4 bottles. And then you have your sodium hydroxide here, very clearly marked. It is in a bag. It's got the red stuff on there, and it's face up for this is the caustic. And so, good. Very smart. Love that. Yeah, that's one of the things too, Diablo, dropping things if you don't have a strong grip. Either way, soap batter is going to go all over the place. But, the secondary thing of potentially, cleaning up a glass break, that's not fun. I've also dropped my Pyrexes a whole bunch and haven't broken one yet. So Prentice did, though. That was wild. Okay, so for this kit, kind of fun, right? Because a 1 pound batch of soap, what did they say for the... Hmm. This doesn't specify to pick one or the other of the fragrances. It just says put your fragrance in. And what she sent was white tea and ginger and the Avo bath, which is the Lush dupe. That's one thing. Find it funny because today's deep dive was all about Lush. But it's 1 ounces. It's 1 ounce of each, and that's really fun. It's a good idea because the Avo bath is going to be a very Lush type scent, and the white tea and ginger I use a lot. It's very clean and bright. Oh, and it's also Bath and Body Works type. Cool, cool, cool. It's nice to give 2 different options, but I don't know. We don't use in a 1 pound batch of soap. Do we use 2 ounces of scent? That feels high. So I don't know. We'll see with that. Also, I wonder what they smell like together. Maybe I should open it and find out. And also the mold, that is a very nice mold. It looks just like the brambleberry molds. The brambleberry molds. Namesies. That brambleberry has theirs branded. I'm not going to open that. That's annoying for the mic. I'm sorry. So now I wonder about the molds because those are the exact same molds. I want to find them in bulk from whoever is supplying our suppliers. That would be cool. Yeah, the deep dive on Lush, it's a big one. It's big. Yeah. Um, it's a big one. It was wild. It has to be at least 2 parts for all of that. It was crazy. Yeah, I think it's high for 1 pound too. I think that's quite a bit of scent. And so I would say the instructions probably need to be updated to reflect that. to select which scent you want. Or maybe it's on there and I just missed it. But again, it's just one. It's one sheet. It doesn't say to. So that might need to be specified. And that's something that is an easy to like forget type thing when you're putting together a kit for something that you've done a million times. It's hard to put yourself back into the place of, I've never done this before, you know? And so in your mind, you probably just intrinsically go, well, of course, they're just going to pick whichever scent they like better. That's why I gave them options. But it might be a good idea to spell that out for peoples. And oh, for crying out loud, it basically does specify in the materials. It says 0.81 ounces of fragrance oil. So you're logicking that out because these are 2 ounces. So once you start measuring things, you'll figure it out. They got it. They're good. They're done. And this is quite a bit of lie, actually. And the recipe calls for 1.86 ounces. Yeah, I don't see any actual amount on here, how much it is, but that feels like probably 8 ounces. So you can get quite a few batches of soap out of that. So that's good for a kit, for sure. Yeah, seriously, it's very high-end 5%, 0.8 ounces for a 16-ounce batch. Yeah. And so that's what they put in the instructions to weigh out 0.81 ounces of scent. So effectively, you are telling, you know, the peoples via the ratios, the measurements, that you're not using at all. So that's cool. And I just didn't see it in the instructions and didn't pay attention to the ingredient or the materials. Whoops. So we've got rice bran and castor oil, as well as palm and coconut. Now I want to look at it. Oh, and that's another thing. It actually does say materials. And where the materials are, it's actually giving all the precise measurements for what you're supposed to be weighing out. And 4, 8, 12, 13 ounces of oil in total. And these are 8 ounces. The big 3 are 8 ounce. And then this one is a 4 ounce. So yeah, you can get a couple batches of soap out of this. That means it's good for at least 2 batches. And that's freaking awesome. I love that. That's cool. And then you'll have extra lye left over, which means you're going to want to buy more oils, because once you start, you can't stop. So, oils. Yes, they're here. And glasses. I love that. Got your safety glasses. And your hairnets, gloves, and face mask all together. Good kit. What are we missing? What would you guys like to see in it? Bye, Dee. See you later. Have a good time zone. I would like to see colors, I think, probably, right? Wouldn't that be a fun inclusion? I don't think Cierra sells colors, though. So that would be adding a completely new thing to their line. Do they sell colors? I mean, they sell candle colors, right? I don't know. I just buy a crap ton of fragrance oil from them, so I'm not sure. The colors would be a nice addition to this. But I don't know. Everything else, it seems pretty good, right? I think that works. I think that's a really good kit for beginners. I would change a couple things about the instructions, but I guess I'll reserve judgment for whether or not it's needed until after Mr. Soap and Clay uses this to make his first ever batch of soap. So that'll be fun. And actually, I was talking about Dino earlier. If this goes well for Dino or for Mr. Soap and Clay, one of the goals of, you know, the charity stream that she's doing is at a certain dollar amount donated to the charity, we are doing a thing called that she named Soap with Soapy, and we are going to set up a Zoom, and I am going to send her all of the materials to make soap, and I'm going to walk her through it online, like a Zoom soap making video. And she's literally never done any sort of soap making. So if this all works out for Mr. Soap and Clay, I will just need to add the actual materials, so like the scale and all that jazz, to send to her, and she can try it too. It'll be an actual novice doing this, and then yay, it's another video for Cierra and all the things. But what do you think? This one's pretty good. Colors or tips to color? Yeah, I think colors or tips to color. That would be good. Yeah. Yeah, she's doing so good on her stream. They actually hit that today. I popped in right before going live here, and she told me that they had hit the goal for Soap with Soapy. So, yay, we're gonna do that thing live on Twitch. It's gonna be a good time. And a small sample silicone mold. What do you mean, a soap chef? Like just for like a little, like a guest one? Cute idea, for sure. Oh, I mean, to that, Kelsey, there's actually a lot. Yeah, more information about the equipment and stuff would be a good idea. Because what it says for the pitcher is a heat-safe pitcher. That's fine. But there are heat-safe pitchers that aren't good to mix lion. Like this, which you just told me. It's not on the bottom. It just says made in the USA, by the way. So maybe some explanation for that, like what types of things you can pour the lion. Or maybe include it, because you're using a very small, yeah, to that, you're using a very small amount. It's 4 ounces of distilled water and 2 ounces, is almost 2 ounces of lye, right? And get out of the way, box filled with peanuts. And these are heat-safe chemistry beakers that are fine, completely great for lye. And the amount that you can put into this is 9 to 10 ounces. And I used these, I use these all day long in soap making classes. Like, this is what they all mix their lye in, because they're all making 1 pound batches too. And so including at the very least something like this in the kit to put your lye solution in, because it only takes up to about there, a very small amount of liquid and lye here, that might be a good idea too, or at least specify for sure. Karen was about to go to town and it popped that I was going live. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, spatula. I don't know. Like, so many, like, we have spatulas in our house, right? So it might. They do have a couple micas. Thanks, Felix, for looking that up. I appreciate you. Yeah, so something like that. It might be a good idea to put in this, maybe some colors. I don't know how I feel exactly on like the spatulas and stuff like that, but maybe it'd be a nice touch. From a business perspective, though, you really have to think about A, what can fit in a box that can ship at a decent rate, and 2, how much more expensive you're going to have to make the kit with every inclusion. But these things here, I bought in like, I mean, I don't know, probably like 400 or 500 of them, and I bought them on Amazon. They were something like, in the, the bulk that I bought them on Amazon, they were like maybe 60 cents a piece. So that could be a good inclusion. and it's a lye safe container. And so giving them that so they don't have problems that they then come to you for because lye. Also, to that, maybe explaining a little bit more about lye burns. That might be a good idea too. All right, no more with the soap thing. This was probably one of the reasons why Cierra wanted somebody to make the kits, to actually make the soap that doesn't make soap to begin with, because a lot of us make soap here, and so we can nitpick everything all day long, but maybe it's stuff that's sort of not necessary. I think though some of the things we've said have been necessary. I don't know. We'll see what happens when the mister does the thing. Tammy, if there are too many parts, it'll be expensive. Exactly. 100%. Megan, the stock standard gonna have a great time with a nice bar of soap that's gonna be super bubbly and moisturizing and hard and long lasting. Olive oil, palm oil, coconut oil in equal parts. Throw in some castor if you're feeling fancy. But yeah, it's you can just kind of start right there. Just very, very easy. Olive, coconut, palm, and some castor. I mean, that's basically what she sent. She didn't send any olive oil. She sent rice bran instead, which looks a whole lot like, it's almost identical to olive oil as far as the fatty acid profiles and what it does in soap. And it's a lot cheaper than olive oil. So that was a smart move for her, for sure. Include the things that people are afraid to use on their own. Yeah, well, there is that, for sure. There is that. I need my scissors. I have to leave you again. And I don't have a be right back screen set up here. And also, it's just more fun just to randomly walk away. So. Okay, candle making kit. Let's see what we got. I know nothing about candles. You guys know anything about candles? Does anyone know anything about candles here that are still here? Because, I mean, I know the basic concept of candles, right? Melt things down, put in your scent and your colors if you want, and then pair your candle thingy and put the wick in. Basically got it down. Okay, so first time. Well, I'm glad that you like the background when I walk away. That's good. Fun. First thing, we got more crinkles. Now, in the first one, the first thing you got was the crinkles, but on top of that was a, Cierra Candles card, and also an instruction sheet. And just to remind everyone, the box is also labeled. It's a big box. I didn't read it before I stopped to do the soap one. Okay, this kit includes 6 8-ounce clear straight sided jars, 3 pounds of C3 soy wax, 25 HTP 1212 wicks, 25. Good. My camera's freaking. All right. 25 wick stickers, 4 1-ounce fragrance oils, 3 packets of dye chips, 6 true wick holders. What's a true wick holder? I recognized everything until that. Now I'm intrigued. 12 small warning labels, gloves, and step-by-step instructions. Make 6 8-ounce candles. That's a lot of candles, isn't it? That's a lot of burn time. I want to know how much these kits cost. Soap Chef did candles many moons ago. Now you do wax brittle and squeeze wax. That's fun. Yeah, that's kind of what I know about candles too. They smell good. Yeah. So way too bright in here right now, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what's in there. All the stuff. I don't see any instructions yet. They're going to be in one of these things. Okay, so first up, we have 4 1-ounce bottles of candles. Or of candles. Yeah, that happened. And the scents are Love Spell, Volcano, White Tea and Ginger, and Black Raspberry Vanilla. All very, very popular scents, and I would be surprised if those weren't 4 out of her top 10 bestsellers, because those are beloved. So that's cool. Wick holders for after you put the wick in the center. Are you serious? That's so cute. What does it look like? So we've got candle dye chips, and for people who make candles, will you ever stop being so bright? No? Fine. They probably get that, right? They look like that. That's cute. I've never seen anything like that. That's adorable. Do you use like the whole thing? Wait. Each chip will dye 1 pound of candle wax, a medium shade. Look, there's even instructions. I love that. Okay, so we got pale pink, lime green, and purple. Guess which ones I'm doing? I'll do the purple. And in this bag here, we have the warning stickers that was talked about on the outside of the box, which I like it. It has warning and burning instructions. Smart, love that. Didn't realize you could get those things in bulk. You don't have to like make those yourself. That's cool. Candle makers, they have a nice life. And then the wick stickers. Love that. Gloves and a face mask in case the smells are too potent. Love that. And another Cierra Candles card. Hey Karen, welcome in. Hey Sandy. You love to make candles, just basics for yourself, but did more in school. When you were making cheese-like soap, it reminded me of making Swiss cheese candles. Oh, fun. That's cool. Diablo uses the block that you shave some colors off for a liquid. Yeah, I have like... I got all the dope shit. Yeah, I have like blocks, right? And they also don't say anything on them. I don't remember who I got these from. I think I got them from Nature's Garden. They don't have instructions, so that sucks. But I kind of like the little ones. That's fun. That's super cute. And I've got wicks galore for lotion candles. But Megan, they are from Cierra Candles. And yeah, go check out their website. See if they're actually selling these yet. For sure. She sent me a message like 2 days ago and asked if I would review these for her. And then immediately got them to me. But she lives here, like she's in Washington State. So shipping is going to be super duper fast. But their shipping is always incredible anyway. So if they have them, yeah, so far this is looking pretty cool. All right, and again, 1-page direction of candle making instructions, and it's giving us the candle making supplies. And that's cool too. I like that information. The wicks, it says HTP 104 pre-waxed and tabbed for 4-ounce tins, or the HTP 1212 for 8-ounce tins. That's very important. Because, you know, using the wrong wick can be a bad time, really. Oh, wait. I have a thing now. Yay. We good? Did we break? Am I here? You need to stop lying to me, OBS. How dare you? So yeah, because you use a different candle wick for the bigness of the candle. Real word. And candle making equipment, I guess, that you're going to need is a digital scale, double boiler, or old pan with water and the melting and pouring pot, a candle making thermometer or a candy thermometer. But then it also says you may also use a digital thermometer. And I think that tracks from the what little I know about candle making. I don't think that you actually need to use a proper dip thermometer. Measuring spoons, long-handled spoon or whisk. Okay, so how to make container candles, and it says, you know, cleaning and melting and heating wax until 170 and stir and cool and wick the containers, allow it to cool to 150, pour it, support this wick with a skewer or pencil. No things in it? That's a good trick though. Just using the little bit there, that guy, to secure the wick. That works really well too. And cool, let the do a cue. Okay. I think I might be able to handle these instructions, but we'll go into further detail with these on the video where I make the candles. And I don't know that I'm doing that right now. Hey, Dino, how's it going? Hello, chat. Hello, Dino's chat. Hello, your people. Is that what you called? No, your crew. She called the Sudsers your crew yesterday. That was fun. Yeah, isn't it a good hoodie? Gotta rep tiny, for sure. So, do you have a list of supplies you use, like affiliate links? I don't have any affiliate links. I don't. I've actually refused to do any sort of affiliate codes or sponsorships throughout the entirety of the channel, and not for their lack of trying. A lot of people. I just don't like it. It feels icky. It's not what I want to do. When there's something that I really love and they offer me a sponsorship or an affiliate and that I can actually put my brand behind, I will do it. But, you know, there's so many things out there that they don't make sense with my audience or my world or things that I would even use. And as far as soap supply companies are concerned, they sponsor and provide affiliate links for like no one ever. They don't need to. They don't need to. They are they're one of very few games in town, and until there's more competition, they don't need to support all of the people who are giving them free advertising all of the time. But that's me off my soapbox, so whatever. But yeah, the wax melts. I don't know anything about wax melts either, for sure. One of you guys sent me a candle that didn't have, it was a melt candle. And who was it? It was Shells. And had to send me another, well, didn't have to, but chose to send me another candle with the actual wick in it. Nice wooden wick. It's beautiful because I didn't have one of those melt guys. The candle kits range from 30 to 125. That's good information. I love it. We're not a cult. We're also not a crew. If you're going to call us something, you should at least call us a cult. You know, not a crew or team or whatever she said. The cold process kit is $30. Damn, that's deals. Really? People would pay 50 for that easy. So you could totally include a couple extra items like, you know, the container for the lye and maybe some colors and do that. Oh, that's fun, Karen. Let us know how it goes. That's super cool. Yeah, we're not a cult, just awesome soapers. Yeah. Yeah, no, but Megan, in general, like as far as suppliers and stuff, we have lots of conversations about that in the Discord for sure. And so in just you can ask questions in the Discord as well about where people like to get things and all the jazz. And often people are posting the coupons and the sales for whatever company that we all know, because there's, I don't know, maybe a dozen big companies that everybody seems to go with. And so when they have sales, somebody in the Discord posts that. So yeah, join the Discord. That'd be cool. So these are the HTP 1212 wicks. They look really cool. They're nice braided wicks. I like those. Those are fun. Those are some high-end wicks. And these must be the wick holders. Oh, you are in there. That's right, Megan. Ask questions. Just go to the general tab and ask things. And we'll do the thing. Yeah. Everybody's real good. I'm not sure how to use that. Oh, they squeeze. Oh, it's a two-hand process. So you squeeze it, and I guess you must put the wick there, and then the jaws of life contains it. All right, that's fun. Cool. Awesome. See, I figured it out. Yay. So that's really cool. That's actually a cool little feature too. I love that. Yeah, coupon channel. Chef said something about what other channel did you want? It was a good idea. I've forgotten. That's why you guys are there. Make all the, suggestions and do the things so the Discord runs the way that you want. And then at the bottom of this, we have the 3 pounds of the C3 soy container wax. Not all waxes are created equal, right? That's like a big thing in the lotion or the candle making world, right? Candle makers get really, really into the wax. I've never had time to actually research any of that and look it up, but there's like a difference. One soy wax is better than another soy wax for reasons. I don't know. And then we've got 6 of these bad boys. So that is the kit for, is that? Thank you. Stop. That is the kit for the Cierra Candles candle kit, and sounds like it's anywhere between 30 and 125 bucks based on the size. I think I remembered that right. And yeah, that's cool. I feel like you get a lot of stuff in this for sure, just right off the bat. And I think these instructions are going to be good enough for me to, be able to figure out. So I will do that, and I'll make some candles. Maybe I could do it live. That'd be fun. Just gotta... We're having some tech issues, and so Mr. Soap and Clay is setting up a way to make everything that's going here. So this camera and the mic and all the things, I can work with it here and change things through OBS here, but it's all going to be processed through our servers and our giant gaming computers. Well, probably my giant gaming computer elsewhere, because today, like I said, I wanted to do this live with you doing the deep dive stuff, talking about that. And it all just completely just shuttered. This computer cannot handle what all of this needs to do. And I know that now, so that's cool. So I can't turn on this camera and put it on the feed because that was a little bit too much for it to handle. So it's just streaming and recording its own little thing here. But, you know, when I figure that out, maybe we do a live candle making. Wouldn't that be fun? A coupon channel. Yes. Soy eco wax is what most use. Well, that's what that is, right? But aren't there different versions of the soy eco wax? I have something that someone sent me once, and they told me, "Do you need any candle wax? I don't use this because I use better stuff now." And I'm like, "Sure, send it." And I don't know, it says soy wax on it. I have no idea. 464 is a good soy wax. See, there's different grades. It's just like with the candle wicks. It's such a, I don't know, it feels like a lot, you know, to figure out. I guess it's not a lot though, you know, because what really goes into a candle? The wax, the wick, the scent, color. I I should probably spend some time figuring out what all of these numbers mean. Hey, Karen, welcome to the Sudzers. You should have gotten a pop-up right away, well, or you will. You'll be able to see on the community tab the uh the welcome message, and just, you know, when you get a chance, just double check and verify that that's still popping up and all the things. That would be cool because it shows up for me all the time because I'm a member. Yeah, that's another thing, Kaylee, with the Parasoy blends. Like, people can really get into these different types of wax. And I don't know. It it's all a lot. But it probably makes all the sense in the world to them because that's their thing. They make candles. So that's cool. Also, probably some of the things that we talk about that we get very specific into. What would that be? What do we get super specific about? Like, you have to use, because like wax is essentially the oil, right? Or maybe a better way, a better example would be like wax is a melt and pour base. Do people really get big into the best melt and pour base? Like I've said on the channel a number of times, don't just pick up that melt and pour base from, you know, Hobby Lobby or Michael's or whatever, because it really is lesser quality and it's stupidly expensive. So go get that from literally any soap making supply company that sells melt and pour. But we don't get real weird about the formulations of this melt and pour versus another, do we? I don't know, it's weird. It's a lot because some of them have a higher melt point. Shrinkage? Wow. You can get shrinkage in candles. I'm learning so much. Yeah, so that's the thing. We've got some cool new kits from Cierra Candles. I am excited to, you know, make the candles. And film that. But I'm also equally excited for Mr. Soap and Clay to use the soap kit and do that. And I don't think Dino's in the chat anymore. She's not here because she's still streaming. So I was going to repeat what I said earlier, but I don't need to. She's not here. She can't hear me. Pillars of Bliss wax, because you read all the reviews on the different wax. See, yeah, that's another one too. It's all very confusing. There are so many different types. It's a lot. My brain cannot handle more information at this point, really. But that's one of the reasons why I just had to come on with you guys, just to decompress my brain today, because right now it's currently filled with a lot of really detailed and kind of complex, you know, patent and trademark, and I've just been reading a lot of legal documents, really, and lawsuits. Lots of lawsuits. A lot of lawsuits. Wow. So, yeah, my brain really can't handle different wax types, but you make your own wax, Soap Chef? That's wild. How? Don't tell me. I don't. It sounds really. My brain hurts. Uh, yeah, Wendy. I mean, the ingredients are on every website and whatever, and so you know what goes into them because they're required to put it on the thing. But some of them can get, I don't know. Let's see what the ingredients are, especially since we're doing this whatchamadilly. We're making the melt and pour bases, which have been so much fun, and so many questions have actually arisen from that, so maybe that is a thing. People wanting to know about the different types of alcohol and stuff that you can use, and how about I just use denatured, and can I get the denatured from Home Depot? And the first answer to that is no, but I have to put a video up about why no. About why you can't, not wino. Let's see. Product details for bulk clear melt and pour from Brambleberry. Glycerin, palm oil, coconut oil, lauric acid, water, sodium hydroxide, SLS, sorbitol, triethylethanoate, salt, and EDTA. Yeah, those are all good. Those are fine ingredients. I mean, I don't put SLS or whatever into, well, that's actually SLSA. And I don't put SLSA into stuff, but EDTA is a good thing to include for the bubble purposes, for sure. And yeah, no, not controlling it yourself. That's one of the reasons why so many of us started making soaps and doing the things, and we're all crazy mad scientists now, because we want to make and control things ourselves, for sure. You buy the low sweat melt and pour. Now that's a consideration, the different, because in different humidity environments, for sure. Yeah, totally, Madhouse Mama. Let us know how it goes, for sure. Oh, you make your own melt and pour. Right. Okay. See, I was still talking about candles and waxes, and I missed some things in the chat. That makes more sense. I was like, oh my god, what kind of sorcery are you doing? Making soy wax feels like it would be hard. But also people feel like making soap is hard too. So maybe it's not. I don't know. Yeah, hi also, by the way, Lady Dark Sky. Hello. Yeah, there is a difference between melt and pour. It's there's a lot of difference as far as bubble or firmness of the melt and pour, finished product, etc., etc. I don't know. I picked some up from Michael's once just to see if my suspicions were correct, and it was a crap batch of melt and pour soap. It was very, very firm, like brittle when you cut it. And the lather was non-existent. And it took weirdly a long time to melt. But aside from that, I mean, I make my own melt and pour soap bases, but I've tried melt and pour soap bases from like every company, including the bulk from Brambleberry, and the more expensive stuff from Stevenson's. And I don't know, I can't tell a difference. Melt and pour is melt and pour as far as my purposes for melt and pour, because I kind of look at it as the base of whatever soap you're making, if you're actually making a melt and pour soap, and then you add a bunch of cool stuff to it to make the lather do what you want, and get more bubbles and more moisture and all the things. So I don't know if there really is a difference. Not for me personally. I don't think that it matters for me personally in my business needs. But also, I don't make a ton of melt and pour soap anymore. I love melt and pour soap makers, and I use the crap out of melt and pour for embeds and for like whipped soap frosting and stuff like that. but I only have maybe 8 melt and pour soaps in my permanent line at this point. So people who exclusively deal in melt and pour might legitimately find, differences from one to the other. So there's that. The Stevenson's melt and pour usable in cold process, like melt it down and add it to your cold process. I mean, hybrid soaps are a thing, so yeah. But I think you can do that for you can make a hybrid soap out of any melt and pour, right? I made a hybrid soap out of my melt and pour, so I hope that that's fine. I don't know. I can't process that brain space either right now. So, yes. But yeah, those are the things. And it's going to be a good time, I think, with all of that. Uh, I mean, if you're adding it as like a hybrid soap, like adding a little bit of it inside your cold process for reasons, or using it as a design purpose, no, it's not going to do anything. Mixing it in high amounts and stuff, that becomes a little bit different as far as what it does to cold process, and it's pretty advanced, and it's actually some really weird science behind it that, you know, you love to do all the crazy tests. Like you seem to like you are just convinced that you're going to find yourself, you're going to like nail that 5 pH on a soap, and I am here for it. So you can use it, and I don't know, it might ruin it, but let us know about all your tests, because it's fun. It's fun watching your brain work for sure. I love it. Oh, Armor. Hey, hey, Armor. Hey, welcome to the Sudzers Supreme. Welcome to the Sudzer family. We are not a cult or a crew or a team. We're the Sudzers. Thanks, Armor. If you're still here, tell Dino Chat hi. Yeah, Wendy, it's not like you don't, I mean, you don't, melt and pour soap bases can only handle so much that you put into them, right? To change these things. And so we're talking about changing it using, oatmeal or activated charcoal, or putting a little bit of extra oil in it, or, those sorts of things. They're very minor changes, because that base can only withstand so much until you push it to essentially become something else. But that's when the fun begins. When you push it to become something else, that's when you get something else, like floating soap. And that's fun. So that sort of experimentation is definitely a lot of fun. But for the most part, you don't put a ton into melt and pour to change it. We are a community of like-minded people. Exactly. Yeah, Kelsey, the beach ones, yeah, yep. Yeah, those are beautiful soaps. I made a version of that in my line forever ago. Well, I mean, it's still in my line. It's my Nag Champa blend. And the very first batch that I did, it was perfect. Perfect. And I took the product photography, with that batch. This was back when I was putting the website up and doing all the things the first time. And I have never been able to achieve that same perfection in those batches, never ever since. And so it's become this crazy thing, because I make a fair amount of them. It's a pretty consistent pour that I do, and I've never been able to do the beautiful beachy with the pretty though when it's done right, for sure. I just was only able to do it that one time. Oh, yes. So, actually, is Dino almost done? Is Dino almost done? I think I'm all the way turned down. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna check on Dino real quick, because if she's not already done. She is not done yet. I think she's probably on her final hour though. So I want to make sure to go and say hi and send her off, because she's been doing, amazing, crazy stream work today. And I want to go join her for her last little bit and be part of her raid and all the jazz. So I think we're going to call it here for a little bit. And I've just been randomly psychobabbling for the last like 2 hours at you. So I'm sorry. But the beach things are tough. I don't know if I took pictures. I make beach themes for 4 or 5, I think 5 wholesale accounts, and every single one of the pours are different. And so I have to remember how to do it. Complicated. It's a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna go send Dino off. And so if you guys know Dino, if you guys are in the Discord, it's Dino, Dinosaur Gang 666 on the Twitch. She's doing a 6-day long charity stream. And she hit her goal, so she's gonna be doing soap with Soapy. And we're gonna do a live Zoom making soap thing on the Twitch. Like not today, but you know, at some point. And I'm just so proud of her doing this 6-day long thing and doing the charity stuff or whatever. So if you are so inclined to go over and, give her a follow and say hi and support her and encourage her through this thing, that would be cool. Yes. If not, I think we're going to do another live this weekend, and we're going to do some making a list together, a stock list, words. And that'll be fun. We can put the stock list together, and maybe if you guys are unfamiliar with making a stock list or what it even is, you can learn some stuff. Oh, and we're going to do a live for the candles too. We can't just go live all the time yet. We're not ready. Dino needs to build my scenes. But yeah, we'll do another live this weekend, I'm pretty sure. But we are Psychobabble, aka group psychotherapy. I like it. That works for me too, for sure. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me at a weird time. Also, I don't know, like the weird times are just about to be a thing because I soap at weird times of the day. So I guess let me know in the comments with your time zone, so it'll help me figure out what that is. Let me know in the comments of this video what kind of your peak hours are. Because I get up at 4, if I'm doing day-long streams, like I'm just going to stream for 6 hours straight of just making soap or whatever, and just hanging out, I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I could start the stream at 5 a.m. I could also start the stream at 9 a.m. I could start the stream at noon. I could start the stream at noon. Just, let me know what works best for you guys. If this works, whatever, it's cool. So yeah, let me know in the main comments of the chat of the video, or on the Discord or whatever, all the things, and we'll go from there. But you guys, seriously, thank you so much for being here for another round of 365 days of soap. I have no idea what today is, but it was fun. I needed this. I needed to be with you guys. This was a weird week, and so I needed to be with my people. So thank you for being my persons. I appreciate you all. And I will see you very soon, of course. But I'm going to go now. How do I end these things? I'll see you all again tomorrow for, I think, another melt and pour video. No, it's a birthday cake video, and then it's a melt and pour video. But we'll do a live. It'll be cool. We'll do a live in addition. I'm just rambling. I want to go see Dino. I'll see you guys. I miss you, love you. Bye. I gotta turn it all off. Bye. Bye. Yes, and the thing. Oh, my poor